Well, hey there, and welcome to Board to Learn, the channel dedicated to helping you learn how to play your new games faster. I'm Kent, and today we're looking at Trekking the National Parks, a hand management, set collection, and route planning game for 1 to 5 travelers, designed by Charlie Bink with art by Eric Hibbeler and published by Underdog Games. So meet me at the table, and we'll get started. Welcome to Trekking the National Parks, a friendly race across the country to explore some of America's most beautiful and iconic landmarks. As you travel the map, you collect stones, visit parks, and discover their unique wonders. Your goal is to become the most seasoned adventurer by earning the most victory points before the journey ends. To set up, start by placing the board in the middle of the table. Make sure all 45 stones are in the bag. Give it a shake. Then draw out stones randomly and place one on each bolded park location. They're marked by trees inside yellow or red diamonds. When finished, put the bag back in the box. Take and shuffle the Trek cards and form a face-down deck below the board. Then draw and place 5 cards face up in a row next to the deck. Shuffle the 6 major park tiles. They have the red border. Randomly pick 3 and place them face up in a row above the board. Put the remaining tiles back in the box. Take and shuffle the park cards. They have the white border. Draw 3 cards and place them picture side up above the red bordered park tiles. Place the remaining cards next to this row, forming a draw deck. Each player should take a Trekker and 3 tents in a matching color. Place the Trekker on the start position on the board and place the tents in front of you. From the Trek card deck, deal 2 cards to each player. These cards should remain secret from other players. Hand reference card to each player. Then choose a first player. The game suggests the last person to visit a national park should go first. Place the brown bear in front of the first player. And with that, the setup is complete. Starting with the first player and moving clockwise, players will each take 2 actions on their turn. There are 4 options to choose from: draw a Trek card, move, explore a park, and camp at a major park. You can choose to take 2 different actions or the same action twice. Let's go over each action in a little more detail. When drawing a Trek card, you can draw straight from the deck or choose one of the 5 face-up options. When taking a face-up card, always replenish immediately after drawing, even if you plan on taking a second card this turn. There is a hand limit of 12 cards at the end of your turn. You can have more than 12 during your turn, but must discard down to 12 at the end of it. If you come across a scenario where at least 4 of the face-up cards are showing the same icon, discard all 5 cards and replenish the row with 5 new ones. Let's go over the Trek cards real quick to give you a better idea of what you're looking for. Each Trek card shows a number, which tells you how many spaces your Trekker will move during the move action. Each Trek card also has one of 6 different possible icons. Icons are important for the explore and camp actions. The number and icon have no relation. You'll use a Trek card for either its number or its icon, never both. When you want to move your Trekker, first announce the location you want to move to. Then discard 1 or more cards from your hand. The combined value on the cards is the number of spaces you must move. Move your Trekker along connecting pathways to the named location. If there is a stone at that location, you will collect the stone and place it in front of you. Let's go over a couple of important rules to follow when moving. Available locations are marked by a tree inside a yellow or red diamond. Start is considered an available location. When moving between locations, they must be connected by a trail. There is no limit to the number of cards you can use to move. However, you must move the exact number of spaces represented on the cards. You cannot use a single trail more than once in a move action. Your Trekker can never move through another Trekker, but you can move to the same location as another Trekker. This will bump that Trekker back to start, which is the only location that can be shared and moved through when other Trekkers are there. You only collect a stone from the location you end your movement at. Stones are important for points at the end of the game. You score 1 point for each stone collected, and can also score points if you have the majority of stones of a certain color. The third action to choose from is Explore a Park. Let's first go over the white bordered park cards. On the top left is the name of the park. To the right is a description of the picture as well as where the park is located on the map. In the bottom right of the card, inside the arrowhead, is a point value for end of game scoring. To the left of that are icons needed to obtain that card. When taking the Explore action, your trekker first needs to be at the location on the map of the park you are wanting to explore. Discard Trek cards from your hand with the matching icons found on the park card. Take the park card and place it face down in front of you. After taking the park card from the display, replenish it with a new one from the deck. The last option is to camp at a major park. This action is similar to exploring a park. You must first have your trekker at the appropriate location on the map. You will notice the major parks are marked with a red border. When you camp, you will discard Trek cards with icons matching the major park card. You will not collect the park card. Instead, you will place one of your tents on the card. The card remains in play for the entire game. In the bottom left of the card will be an ability that you gain for camping at that park. Find an explanation of each ability on the back of the reference card you received during the setup. Some abilities are a one-time bonus received immediately, and others will have ongoing effects. Major parks are open for everyone to take advantage of, but you can only camp at each location once. At the end of the game, you receive 5 points for each camp location you placed a tent on. Let's do a quick recap. On your turn, you will take 2 actions from the following 4 choices. Draw a Trek card, move, explore a park, or camp at a major park. You may choose 2 different actions or the same action twice. At the end of your turn, discard down to 12 Trek cards if needed. When you are done, it is the next player's turn in clockwise order. The end game is triggered in 2 different ways. Either all the stones have been collected from the map, or a player has successfully collected 5 white-bordered park cards. When either of these has happened, play will continue until all players have taken the same number of turns. Once that happens, it's time to add up the scores using the score pad. First, tally up the points from your white park cards. Then, score points for the major park cards that were camped at. Next, count up your stones. You get 1 point for each stone collected. Then, separate them by color and look to see who holds the majority in each color. Second place will also score. On the score pad, you will see each color with its point value for first and second for each player. Circle the appropriate number under each player's name. If there was a tie for first, the tied players will all receive the points for first place, and no second place points will be awarded. If there's a tie for second, again, all tied players receive the second place points. Write the total points awarded for stone bonuses for each player. And finally, add up all the points. The player with the most victory points wins. If there's a tie, the player who scored the most points from both sets of park cards will take the victory. If there's still a tie, the player who collected the most stones will be the winner. And if somehow there's still a tie, congratulations, you are a rare breed indeed. Share the victory. And that's how to play Trekking the National Parks. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing to learn more great games. Turn the bell on to be notified of my latest videos, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to respond. And remember, it's not just how you play, it's how much fun you have. I'll see you next time on Board to Learn. Major parks are open for everyone to take advantage of. Yeah. Major parks are open for everyone. Major parks are
What are they?
open
Open
to everyone.